Hi, my name is Braden Holmes, and I'm going to give a speech over how reading helps to increase different aspects of your life. Statistics tend to show that as time goes by, more and more people are reading less and less. According to a study in PRN Newswire in 2004, people between the ages of 18 and 24, which is our age group, have stopped reading by around 19%. It's kind of a sad statistic. The statistic is projected to increase anywhere from 5 to 10% each decade for the next 50 to 60 years. And with the increase in computers and video games, reading has tended to kind of fall off on the pleasure scale. I've been an avid reader since I can remember. I've always been into reading as far back as at the age of 10 when I tried to read Godfather, and that didn't turn out well, but I've been addicted ever since. And, as I've read and grown older, I've noticed that reading has helped in a lot of aspects of my life. Sadly, it seems that as each person gets older, our reading for pleasure, it decreases constantly. But what if you could know that, reading is a sign of intelligence? It helps release stress, improves your vocabulary, and even helps in writing. The most general benefit of reading, of course, is it improves your intelligence. That's an overall assumption that we've had since day one. According to Cunningham, who wrote an article for What Reading Does in the Brain, reading in general makes you smarter. And becoming smarter is probably the most overused concepts that comes to reading, but it helps in every other aspect of your life. One of the biggest ones is the ability to relax. It lowers your stress level tremendously just by reading. In the same PRN Newswire study that they had, it says that reading is a better source of stress reliever than taking a bath or listening to someone else try to talk to you and relax you down. It says that our brains are so constantly bombarded with information that we tend to tune it out. And we just, constantly work to tune that out, and so our stress keeps growing and growing or stays the same, but it never decreases. And with reading, we have the ability to absorb all that, and we don't have all of that outside noise bombarding us, and so we have the chance to relax. Like I said, it's like, when you take an ice bath, reading helps to relieve all of that. But sometimes we can't just stay in our room and relax all day. Sometimes we have to go out in the world, and, reading can actually help out in the outside world. If you look at it, of course, we learn from day one in school that reading helps your vocabulary. And that's not unfounded. There are many statistics around the world that show that. It feels that if we listen to someone in the classroom, we tend to learn less than by reading. It is said that reading is a great way to learn more and more about our language and our vocabulary, and helps to increase our knowledge. The author Stephen Defane actually wrote a book on it called Reading in the Brain, about how students in the classroom were learning less than when they were sitting at home reading. Seeing as it improves our vocabulary, it's obviously not a stretch to say that it improves our writing either. According to the literary authors Wolf and Studley, it helps improve our writing, and they say that readers often actually become the best writers. If you look at anything from Edgar Allan Poe to some of the newer authors, I'm not going to say Stephanie Myers, but a few of the other ones out there who have been known to be studying literature and things like that, they turn out to be some of our best writers. So hopefully with this information you've learned that reading isn't a dying art, and that we actually can learn a lot of things and help a lot of our different aspects in our lives just by reading the book.